Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to the Ron Williams YouTube channel. Listen, today we're going to talk about squats. For the next couple weeks, we're going to be talking about the lower extremities. Now, and this in particular is an exercise that, as bodybuilders, we use it to grow. We want to grow. And this particular exercise is the single best exercise for overall body growth because it releases testosterone, it releases your natural growth hormone, and it's just a tremendous exercise. But the thing about squats, even though it is one of the best exercises for overall body growth, it is the single most dangerous exercise you can do. You can cause the maximum amount of damage just by doing this exercise wrong. And there are several things that I want to point out to you to show you that could be damaging. And one is, again, it's the flexibility, guys. If you don't have the flexibility, it's going to make it hard to do this exercise properly. Now, my arms are really short, even for my body. I'm relatively short, and my arms are even shorter than a person that's normally my height. So for me to touch the floor is extremely flexible, but it's a proof of flexibility to be able to touch the floor. If you can't touch the floor, it makes it very, very hard for you to get in the proper position. Some people can touch the floor because they have the flexibility in their backs, and they may not have it in their hamstrings. So with that being said, you want to be really, really careful. And the way you can tell if you have the flexibility is being able to do the leg extensions correctly and also getting in the proper squat position, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So what I want you to do is first check your flexibility. You want to force the glutes toward the ceiling, bend over as far as you can, rest for a second. Now a little bit further, should feel a pretty good stretch. Hold it there for a second, a little bit further. There you go, you're starting to feel that stretch now, huh? Okay, let's go a little bit further. Down, good, good. Hold that for a second. Go ahead and stretch again. Keep those legs straight. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Now reach down, see if your palms or your hands can touch the floor. Boom, boom. Legs are straight. Now put your palms on the floor. Boom, boom. If you can do that, you're flexible enough to get in a proper position. Some people will tell you that you don't have to be flexible to do squats. They'll tell you you don't have to be flexible to do squats correctly. Absolutely wrong. Don't listen to that advice. Now, the key to the squats is not just bending the knee and pushing up. The key to the squats is the major muscle mover is going to be your glutes. So you go after those glutes and you're automatically going to hit the hamstring. No matter what, when you bend the knee, your quad is activated. But the problem is this. If you bend the knee and the knee goes over your toes, all the pressure is directed straight towards that knee, right there. You have no support from the hamstring and not very much support from the glutes. So the objective is to keep the knees back as much as you possibly can. So as you're squatting, it should look like this. Watch this shin bone right here. Watch the shin bone and what it looks like. So as I'm going down, glutes back, ooh. Glutes back, ooh. Look at the shin bone, glutes back, ooh. Shin bone, glutes back, ooh. Look at the shin bone, a little bit deeper, ooh. That should be about right. If you go any deeper than this, your back bows, and this is where you get in trouble, where you're gut wrenching the weight up, and all the pressure goes to your lower back. Now, the important thing with this, first of all, I did a lot of powerlifting. And with powerlifting, if you don't have the proper form and technique,
you're going to do some real damage because you're maximizing how much weight you're capable of doing repetitively, over and over and over again. And it's respectable to use my past in bodybuilding, my past in powerlifting, my past in sprinting, my past in boxing, because they have helped me in all areas of lifting. I do a lot of cross training, so my muscle is not being used the same way all of the time. And if you have somebody who's earned status, you're to honor and respect them for the status they've earned. If they're a doctor, by all means, respect them for the status that they've earned. That's why we go to doctors, right? So with this being said, this I know for a fact that as you're squatting, you want to force that hamstring to work. And also as a judge, when you look at competitors on stage, you're looking at their bodies and their development, you can tell exactly how they train. If they have huge quads and real small hamstrings, you can tell they're not squatting correctly. They're not building the hamstrings, they're putting all the pressure on their quads. Or either they're not squatting correctly or they're doing a tremendous amount of front squats. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing with the weight. So I get under it. Here we go. Get those feet separated, a little more than shoulder width apart. And watch my glutes again. Watch that shin bone going down, going down, going down. Right here, I'm driving through my heels to the floor. Heels to the floor. I'm using those glutes. Now, with that being said, I want to make sure I'm not rolling up on my toes and driving from the balls of my feet, but I'm driving through the heels, driving those heels through the floor. It's really important to do that. But if my knees are going forward, my hamstrings are not quite engaged. As soon as the hamstring engages tight, and I'm getting pressure here to protect the knee, pressure here to protect the knee. If there's no pressure on the hamstring, all of the pressure, bam, right there on your knee. You can see the angle, it just makes sense, right? But once I get it back, glutes back, chest up, that'll protect your knee. That's good form. Do it, guys. Hope you like this video. Again, Ron Williams out.